Howdy, hey, and welcome to Brews with Bay. All right, this is the first long form episode for season 2, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be back and sharing these episodes that, truthfully, I recorded not quite a year ago, but I recorded them middle to late of last year for the most part. Look, it's still relevant, so don't judge me. If you listen to the intro episode, then you know that I've just been in one of those seasons where it's been tough to get things done. But I'm back in full force, and I'm excited to share these episodes. I've now gotten like a little recap from my friend, so I've been able to like get the updates. This episode is with my dear friend Aaron Mees. We met at Deuce Gym in Venice Beach, California, while I was living out there. He was just always bringing the life of the party to the classes, and I know he still is because I see him post about it, and it's great, and I freaking love it. Deuce Gym, I love that place. So that's where we're recording. That's where you're going to see us talking. So you're going to hear some sounds. You're going to hear some like gym sounds. You might hear some weights getting put up, put away. You might hear them cleaning. It's nothing really loud. I've like edited it as best as I can, but if you hear some sounds, that's what it is. I'm just thankful that Logan let us use the gym as a home base for the studio for that episode because I was struggling to find it. But yeah, so I'm excited to share this episode with you, share my friend Aaron and his story. But to give you an update for now, we'll go ahead and do that because we talk about some movies that he's on, that he's in, that he's working on. So you may have seen him in the Lifetime movie What Hides in Silence, or the Great American Family movie, An Unlikely Angel. He's also been in a golf commercial with Performance Golf, which we talk about. He's been in a movie called Hometown Remedy, and then he has a feature film that was actually filmed, in Nashville. It's called Miracle on Shelby Street. It is not released yet, so keep an eye out for that. Go follow him on Instagram so that you can stay tuned, stay up to date on when that comes out. But yeah, I'm excited for what he has to come, and I just can't wait to see what he continues to accomplish and do and what doors the Lord opens for him. So anyway, his story is really cool. So I hope this is an encouragement to you. I hope this episode encourages you to go after things that the Lord's put on your heart. I'm excited for you to get to hear it. So without further ado, here's Aaron Mees.
Now one person asking for Wi-Fi.
There you go.
Do you know Kevin?
I have met him a few times.
Okay. Good peeps.
Good peeps. Because he and Jesse are buddies, right?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. We're just gonna kind of like jump in because I'll do a proper intro, not in front of people where I'm
That's
like, howdy,
totally
hey.
Fine. Yeah, jump in.
That's my go-to thing.
Let's do it.
Okay. Do you say your last name Mees?
It's actually pronounced Mace.
Mace. I knew I would have it wrong.
Yeah, you can say Mees or Mace.
Yeah,
technically, but
we're gonna do it right though.
Well, yeah, there you go. It is a Dutch name.
Aaron Mees.
And so yeah, the double vowel, the best way to explain it is like Beethoven. You say Beethoven.
Mace.
And it's a double E.
I
so
get it.
instead of Mees, say Mace.
That makes total sense. Okay.
There you go.
We got Aaron Mees on with us for Brews with Bay. This is like you're my first one back in like my first proper episode, like proper interview, however you want to say it.
I feel so honored.
Back. Yeah. So, your honorary
what a blessing. My
intro
goodness.
in. We'll see if it actually ends up being you're the first one released, but
okay.
Anyway, Aaron
Yeah.
Mees. We're in Los Angeles, so we're in Venice, California, at the lovely Deuce Gym because that's where Aaron and I became friends.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
He's still working out hard. I was going to join you today, and that totally just did
I know.
not.
What happened?
It didn't happen. I had to go get a car. I got coffee with a friend.
You left me hanging.
I know. I'll come back and do another class.
Be.
But yeah, I think not doing squats today was probably a good idea for me.
You think so? I disagree.
It looks kind of.
I think it would have been great.
Looks kind of brutal, but that's fine.
It was brutal though. So
yeah. So he just got a workout in. So
yeah.
and then.
And I have my nice little pink bottle.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. We got to start out with the coffee thing. You only have how much coffee a day?
Maybe a cup. Like maybe.
Is this because you don't like you don't want the caffeine, or you don't like coffee?
I actually really enjoy coffee. I'm definitely not a coffee snob.
Okay, like me.
Hey, no hate on people who are, but for me,
this girl.
I'm like, just give me the drip coffee, black,
That's what I've got right now.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, see, like
Yeah.
that to me is
Yeah.
will do the trick. But I wouldn't even finish it. So I drink it daily. But if I went and got like one of those, I would maybe drink half of it, and I'll literally put it in my fridge and I'll drink it like the next day.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I mean, I do enjoy coffee, but I don't know. I might be I guess I'm a pretty high energy person already.
You are, yeah. I could see that.
But too much caffeine to me, like I just don't like it.
Fair.
If I had a whole cup of coffee,
You'd be like bouncing off the walls
or something, I mean, I would like sign up for a marathon and go do it like right then and there.
That's fair. I mean,
I don't think I want to do that.
You're known to be dancing at the gym.
Yeah.
At any given time. So
yeah, that's true.
so the energy
I
is
own
there.
It. Okay,
the energy is there. You don't need much else.
Dance moves are highly encouraged. All right, why not just bust a move every once in a while?
I fully agree. I feel like if you're not having fun at the gym, what are you doing?
Yeah, and you know what? I should have brought it with me. I just did a family vacation out to Colorado.
Okay.
And my one of my family members brought it's this huge assortment of like hats you can take, like bring them to parties or whatever, and they all say something different.
Okay.
It says I bring the blank.
Okay.
And the hat they gave me was I bring the dance moves. And I was like, it's pretty suitable.
You're like, you're not wrong. You indeed are not wrong.
There's a hat suitable for everybody there, I guess, and that was the one.
Oh, I love that one. That's a solid one.
So I was like, I'm gonna keep this hat. I'm gonna wear this for sure.
So not much coffee. So do you have a coffee shop, like a fave coffee shop in LA then?
No, I don't.
Kind of figured.
Yeah, people ask me like, hey, where's a great coffee shop to go to? I'm admittedly not the one to probably talk to. I'm like, there's a Starbucks right up the street.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I know, right? Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
For me, I'm like, I just drink black coffee. So.
Yeah, you're like, so whatever is black coffee, I will drink it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fair.
You know, just at home, just classic Folgers guy. You know,
I do love a Folgers.
Do you?
I do love a Folgers. It's nostalgic.
For sure. And the best commercials.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I mean, you can't watch a Folgers commercial.
Folgers
and
in your cup.
The best part of waking up.
It's the best part
Folgers in your cup.
Truly.
And when you watch them, like, just savor this cup of coffee, it's the most perfect morning. You're like,
it's always the sweetest thing with their whole family. Little pitter patter of feet
it
coming
is.
in. It's like the cutest thing ever.
I love it. And I'm like, I want Folgers in my cup.
Yeah.
For sure.
You're going to wake up lovely. Wake up great.
At least in the commercial, I'm like, that does look like the best part of waking up.
Yeah.
I am Folgers in your cup.
I am admittedly a coffee snob, but I will, in fact, drink Folgers coffee just because it's so nostalgic and it's good. Like a pot of Folgers coffee, you really cannot go wrong. So I don't fault you on that one. That one's a good one at least.
Appreciate that.
That one's a solid.
You know, just deep down, just some like blue collar, like kind of
deep down
country guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I live here in LA, and like, okay, I got some city in me too, but
you do. But I do think
a little rustic side where I'm like, let's not go past Folgers here. What are we doing?
Yeah, you've got the southern vibe because you're not from here.
No,
right?
No, I'm from Arizona.
Okay, where at in Arizona?
Yeah, I grew up in Phoenix, and where I grew up is shout out to Ahwatukee.
Shout out to what?
Ahwatukee.
Ahwatukee
is the town I'm from in Arizona. Yeah, so it's a suburb, and it's one of those if you know sort of a thing. But only somebody from that area would be like, oh, Ahwatukee, and people would call it we'd call it Tukey or the Tukey town.
Okay.
And so when my parents moved there, I think they moved there in like '86. I was born in '90, and there was just nothing there at the time. Like my dad used to take us on walks through like there were like cotton fields out there and just rural land.
Yeah, so you were out kind of sort of in the country.
A little bit, I guess you could say.
I mean, like
that.
not city.
No, it's suburbia. I definitely grew up in suburbia because now Ahwatukee turned into just an actually like kind of affluent suburb area. Very nice. I mean, very safe.
Very safe. If you need a place to live.
Yeah. Good old Tukey town, man. That's,
Tukey town. I love that.
I haven't been back there in a while.
So when did you move out here?
March 2nd.
Wow, you know the exact date.
2015.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know the exact. So 10 years. You just hit 10 years out
10
here.
years this year, yeah.
How does that feel?
Pretty wild. I mean, okay, the reason why I remember specifically was because moving out to LA was such an exciting thing.
Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm.
I was living in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
I graduated college, and I was really about to kind of take like my first real big boy job in Houston.
What did you go to school for?
Well, I played baseball in college, and
Okay.
my major ended up just being communications.
Okay.
I changed it a few times, but I ended up just kind of going for a more general degree, one that I thought would be suitable for maybe a career path, which for me I thought like
communication's a solid one.
For sure. It's pretty general.
Right.
It was suitable for I guess maybe a career path I thought I might get into, i.e. like advertising or something like that. Yeah, so that's why I ended up doing that, and also just to finish college and get through it.
Right. You're like, just get me a degree.
I mean, there was a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy that I did. I think like a lot of millennials out there, they graduate college with a degree that they don't use at all.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I do use mine, but like I had to learn everything on the job at the same time. Like it was a good base, but like, there's a lot of people that just have the most random, and it's like, here's my job that's in a completely different field.
For sure, which is fine. I mean, you see a lot of it, and I get it. People go to college to get I mean, that was something that was like really, at least in my home, was like, my parents asked very, very little of me.
Yeah.
It was work hard, be nice, and I remember both my parents were like, just please get a degree.
Well, like when we were growing up, like you're not that much older than me. Like it was like you have to have a degree in order to get any job. It was like, it doesn't matter what the degree is, but you need a degree. Now it's kind of like not the case, but.
Right. I know a lot of that's changing. There's so many dynamics in our current culture nowadays. But you see a lot of, millennials in particular, that was like, oh, this is what you do.
Right.
And from the generation before us, like our parents, it was like, it was a great tool. If you were able to go to college and afford it and do it.
Yeah.
Shout out to my mom. She put herself through college. She was one of 10 kids. I think she was.
Oh my goodness.
At least for a period of time. She might have been the only one who went to college out of her siblings.
Wow.
But for her, it was a really big deal. And she busted her tail working however many jobs she had to do, put herself through college, got a degree. And that's wonderful. But that whole world is kind of different now. I mean, but it's just different now that you see, because we were like, okay, this is how you become successful, and it just doesn't really tend to be the case, especially when people are going into hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. And then they have a so-so degree that they're not going to use, and it's just a bummer. I mean, you just see it often now.
So you did communications though, and where at?
I went to 3 different schools. I started out at Chandler Gilbert Community College, played baseball there. And then I went to Oral Roberts University in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Didn't love it there. And then I got an opportunity, and this was more like baseball oriented, but a great coach, a guy named Andy Stankiewicz, took the head coaching job over at Grand Canyon University back in Arizona. And when I found out he took that job, I pretty much picked up the phone and called him right away.
Like, I'm coming.
Literally, yeah. I was like, hey, you need some players? And it was actually me and a really good friend of mine who ended up going with me over to Grand Canyon University. And that was where I got my degree. Nice.
And then you ended up in Houston.
Ended up in Houston, yeah.
I was thinking maybe that was related to college, but
no,
it wasn't.
Not at all, actually. It's kind of interesting. One of my best friends, a guy named Randy Palmer, was like, he had recently graduated college, and he wanted to get into some form of business and kind of get his feet wet in that world. So what he started out doing was franchising. Back when it used to be a really big thing was frozen yogurt shops.
Okay, yeah, that was such a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Right, and so when he graduated college, it was kind of his first, like, let me take a dip into franchising thing. So he did it in Houston. I don't even particularly know why, but anyway, I finished playing baseball in college, and I actually had like a semester left.
Okay.
And so I was just chatting with him, and he was like, hey, man, I'm living by myself in Houston. I'm running these stores. If you can finish school like online, like come out to Houston.
Right, yeah.
And that was really how I was like, so I checked into school. They allowed me to finish online, and I was like, I just hopped in my Jeep and I headed out of Houston. Yeah, and I was there for like 2 years.
Wait, that's so sick. Okay. Yeah. So then Houston, now March 2nd of 2015.
Yeah, good memory. Yeah, March 2nd, 2015.
You move out to LA for?
Yes. Yeah, I was about to take like my first big boy job in Houston, and I was like, I just didn't know if I wanted my, future to be there, at least at the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
I really wanted to pursue a career in film, and I was like, well, there's one place to go.
Yeah, there's one place.
Pretty much. So I actually remember I got hired for a job. They would do like these hiring, not clinics, but like training sessions. They would do them like quarterly.
Okay.
Anyway, like we missed a deadline. They're like, okay, we have to wait till next quarter to get you in on this thing.
Okay, yeah.
And to me, I kind of took it as a sign. I was like, I'm leaving. I was like, thank you for the opportunity, but no thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember sending that email, and by the time I put my phone down, I was like, I'm going to move to LA. And I I walked into a restaurant 2 days later because I just didn't have enough money to move out to LA.
Right, yeah, it's expensive.
And I walked into the first restaurant I walked into, and I was like, I'm looking for a job.
This is in Houston.
This is in Houston.
Okay.
Because I had to make money to
be able to
start
afford to go across the country.
Exactly, yeah.
It's brutal.
Yeah, so I started working at a restaurant and started busting my butt and putting money away. So moving out here was like a big deal, and it was, took a lot of work to do it.
Preparing, yeah.
Yep. Moved out to South Central, my first little studio apartment.
We love a
and
studio.
for the first whole year I was here, I had a futon and a lamp.
Okay.
And that was it.
That was it.
That was literally...
I mean, more than an air mattress.
It wasn't an air mattress, and that was actually... my dad helped me move out, and, that was going to be one of the big purchases for me, was like, I need a bed.
Yeah.
And I told... This is so my dad. He convinced me to get a futon.
Because you're like, it's a couch and a bed. You
exactly.
have a living room
like,
and a
bedroom. How much guy
at
logic
once.
is that? I was like, you're absolutely right.
Like,
you're right. And for all of the guests that I had over at my studio apartment, which was like 3 ever.
Yeah, fair.
I literally unfolded the thing into a bed, and it never went back up into a chair.
Never, ever.
No,
and they're also not the most comfortable thing as a bed, so.
Oh, you know what? It was, I missed that thing,
Or did you get lucky? The only ones I've been on are like not the best. So.
It was actually a pretty decent futon. We tested it out.
Okay, there you go.
We tested it out, and it was actually a gift, moving out gift my dad got me.
Futon and a lamp.
The lamp I got, but I still have that lamp.
That's incredible.
And I actually had that futon since I moved away. I had it in my apartment for a while.
Sentimental.
And then ended up having to get rid of it.
Bummer.
It kind of was sentimental. I was like, this thing
is
the
first
stuck.
piece of furniture.
Yeah, I was like, this thing was a gift from my dad. I mean, it was sad. It was sad to see it go.
Yeah, that's
But hopefully
fair.
it has another happy home.
Okay, so when you got to LA, what did you start doing?
Working. This is actually kind of a funny, interesting story.
Tell me.
So I wanted to explore this world of film and get into it, and I didn't really... I didn't know what to do.
I was going to say, like, if you were coming from a communications in, like, Arizona, Texas, all the places, like, it's not much TV and film out there, so.
Correct. So I come out here to LA, and I really didn't know what I was going to do about it.
Yeah, you're like, I want to be in this industry, don't know anything about it.
Flashback a little bit to when I was in Houston. I was already trying to research some things about LA and like, okay, where do I go? How do I navigate this
Because
world?
it's also massive. I had that experience where people were like, where are you looking to live? And I was like, LA. And they were like, yeah, but where? And I was like, I mean, I don't know, all of it.
Oh,
and
yeah. I was
And
totally
then I realized how quickly, like how dumb that answer was.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah. That's definitely an Angelonian thing. I mean, people are like, oh, I live in LA. It's so big.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, where in LA?
Yeah, but where? Because it's very different.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had gotten connected with a guy as I was trying to like do some research or whatever, a guy named Chuck Williams, who works in the industry here, and he recently started a production company, and I was like, okay, well, there's a first person to connect with.
Right. It's all about
so the guy was nice enough to pick up the phone and have a conversation with me. And he was just being nice and giving me some information about stuff. And before he hung up the phone, he goes, oh, and by the way, I'm going to be shooting a movie next March or next April. If you want to audition for it, just go ahead and audition for it.
Wait, that's incredible.
Well, I know, right? So I was like, okay,
this is
well,
easy.
I didn't know really what to do. So I made like my first ever just horrendous audition tape, basically.
Yeah.
And I sent it over to him, and I didn't hear anything back at all.
Okay.
Nothing. Which I kind of figured. I was like...
But also he asked. He said,
he did.
Go ahead.
I think he was just being nice. Like, hey, here you go, buddy, old pal, which is nice of him. But months later, moved to L.A., and I finally reached out to him like one last time.
Yeah.
And my message basically was like, hey, I'm out here in L.A. now. I know you're going to be shooting this movie soon. Maybe when you get back, you come back in town, I can pick your brain on some stuff and, we can chat. And he responded, and he goes, I just saw your tape. And I was like, okay. And he goes, do you want to roll in this movie? And I was like, huh? And I'm sitting in my studio apartment with nothing there. Again, my lamp and my futon.
Yeah.
About to go work at a restaurant because I am broke. And he goes, think about it. I'll call you tomorrow.
Think about it. You're like, I don't have
and
to
I was
think.
like, I don't even know what to think about this at all.
Yeah.
And then the next day he calls me, goes, do you want the lead role in this movie? And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Lead role? What the heck?
Yeah, it was wild.
That's insane.
And again, so I'm sitting in this
So
apartment.
you're like, no, maybe not.
Yeah, I was like, but honestly, you'd think it would be like a yes right off the bat.
Right, yeah.
But I truthfully was, I mean, it was just going to be a low budget movie and that sort of thing, and that's fine. But I just didn't know what in the world I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah, and I'm like, I also just started a job that, and you're telling me like in 3 weeks, I have to fly out to North Carolina for a whole month to be there.
Yeah.
Or almost a month. You know, what's work going to say about that or whatever? So anyway.
Are they going to be okay?
I discussed it a little bit, and we worked it out. And, yeah, so I moved to L.A., again, March 2nd, 2015. And I think by April 2nd, I was in North Carolina shooting the first movie I'd ever did.
That's wild.
Isn't that wild?
That's absolutely absurd. That's like the best, I think, luck you could possibly... Well, I say luck. It's not luck. You're making the connections, but like that's incredible that it like happened so quick.
It's not a typical thing that happens for sure.
I feel like that's one of those moments where you're like, that's a sign I'm supposed to be here. That was confirmation.
I certainly thought about it that way. You know, maybe not to get too sentimental here, but it was a factor in the decision that I made. My grandfather passed pretty shortly after I moved to Los Angeles, and my Opa, German, my grandfather, he was a pastor for like 60 years.
Okay.
And this first movie was also like, it was a faith-based film.
Okay, love that.
But there was something about that whole thing, and I think I even remember, you know, talking with my Oma about it, you know, and obviously to them, they were very much like, you absolutely need to go take on this opportunity, you know, for a number of different reasons, like kind of like things are aligning in a certain way, type of thought process about it. And it all kind of helped inform my decision, if you will, to go out there and do that.
Yeah,
so,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's so sick. A month after.
Pretty wild,
That's
right?
crazy.
Yeah.
Is the movie out?
Oh, yeah.
Is it something you would ever be like, you should watch this?
So this is a movie called Shake Off the World, and it's out. You know what's pretty wild? I mean, it has like 2 million views on YouTube or something like that. Pretty nuts.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah. But yeah, it's out. It got released, I think, in like 2016.
Okay.
And we shot it in a lovely small town called Lumberton, North Carolina. And I remember the following year, or whenever it actually got released, I went back out there for the premiere, and I mean the entire town was there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That's a cool experience when you're like, I know nothing about the industry. I know, well, like you don't know a lot. You're moving, just like trying to figure it out as you go, and then you get a job like a month later and getting to experience that whole thing and a lead role. Like that's pretty it was incredible.
Definitely incredible. A blessing for sure. That's the way I would consider it anyway. And then that just kind of led from one thing to another. And this whole thing about me moving into film and not knowing even what I wanted to do, it was like, do I want to be an actor? I was like, I don't really know the answer to that question, honestly.
I'm curious. Did you think that you ever wanted to, like when you were a kid, were you ever like, I want to be an actor?
Not particularly, no. I was always fascinated with film. I loved movies, and there was a little bit of dabbling, if you will, in like theater.
Yeah, okay.
And you know, doing some of that when I was young, and like even a little bit into high school.
Yeah.
Like I remember having a drama teacher I was probably a freshman in high school. Mm-hmm. And even he was encouraging to be like, hey, this is actually something that I feel like you at least have an inclination for. Yeah. Consider it, think about it. I never really did it. I had fun doing it. Yeah. And because I was an athlete for a long time too, and that took up, you know, so much time.
I would say, which that's kind of funny because like I feel like usually people go one side or the other. It's like athletics or arts, but you're kind of like a mix of the two.
A little bit. I guess I've always tried to be balanced or tried to be.
Yeah, I
think
that's good.
I've been being an athlete for a long time. That's takes up a lot of your life and time.
Yeah, I mean your whole life is dedicated to it.
Yeah, and so if I was to, you know, I was never really able to dabble in the arts, I guess you could say, as much as, you know, until I got done playing baseball, and then I was all of a sudden I have a whole lot of free time now. And yeah, I was like, I want to try to experience this world and see what it's all about. Yeah. For me, I was like, there's only one way to do that, and that's just pick up all my stuff and
move to LA
and come out here to LA.
And it works.
So far.
So, okay, so you had the film, and then from there, kind of what, was it easy to get another job, or did it take a second for you to
get? It took a while. Yeah. And again, I didn't know what to expect, but yeah, it took a while. And the second movie I did was actually with the same production company.
Okay.
that was a movie called Amazed by You, which we shot out in Tucson, Arizona,
Okay.
which is a cute little film. Yeah. So that was the second thing I did. I remember having somebody introduce me to an agent.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, at the time, I didn't have any representation. Oh, man. I had a friend, very kind of them, to introduce me to an agent. And they were like, I think this would be helpful to you, that sort of thing. It did not work out.
Not it.
No.
Okay.
No. No hard feelings here, but that was kind of my first introduction to kind of like the harshness of the film industry, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But I remember I went out for like my first audition ever.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm in my Jeep Cherokee.
Yeah.
Which, okay, an Angelonian would know this, but when you go over the 405 and you go into the valley, it's like this big hill.
Brutal.
Yeah,
Brutal.
big old hill. My Jeep could barely get over that thing.
My Jeep Patriot still struggled with it.
Oh my gosh, I would be all the way in the right lane, just like literally pedal all
like,
the way down, just chugging along.
Yep.
So I get up over into the valley, and I do this audition. They actually gave me the part, which was super cool.
Okay, sick.
And I came out, and I think my car didn't even start. I had to like get it started again.
You're like, great.
It's such an Angelonian like story.
You're like, this is so
yeah, and I'm like,
typical.
oh my gosh, get my car started. I'm like getting back over the hill, but I was pretty excited. I was like, wow, okay, so I got to roll, and I made a big mistake.
Oh.
And I don't know, I can't remember what happened exactly, but they tried to contact me about, I don't know, like shoot dates and like when they were going to start and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And there was some weird thing about me, like I didn't email him back the right address, or I can't remember what happened. There's a big miscommunication thing.
Okay.
And all of a sudden it was the day before we were start to shoot.
Oh my.
And I finally was like, let me just pick up the phone and call him. I was like, hey, I know you guys are shooting tomorrow, but I'm missing, some information or whatever. And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, you guys cast me for this role, right? And they go, we did, but you didn't get back to us in time. So we casted somebody else. And I was like, I'm sorry, you did what?
You did what now?
You did what? And ultimately, it's like, can only blame myself. But that phone call I had with the new agent that I had was bad.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Like,
ripped a new one. I mean, I'm not saying she was wrong, but she was intense.
Isn't an agent supposed to help with some of that though?
Well, she got me the audition. So, I mean, a little bit, yes, but I understand that. Yeah, there was probably some errors on my part.
Fair, I mean.
But it wasn't like, oh, hey, you know what? Mistakes happen. Let's we'll get the next one, sort of a thing. It was like, you
ripped a new one.
I will not curse on your channel, but whoa, it was one of those things where you gotta like hold the phone away from here, and they're just
Should
like,
I even listen to this or?
Wow, that was a beat down.
Yikes.
Anyway, we ended up parting ways after a little while.
That's fair. I could imagine.
Yeah.
I probably would too.
Yeah. Anyway, it's okay. It happens.
That's not the ideal. Okay, so how did you even figure out? Like, were you just like Googling how to do like audition tapes and stuff? Like, if you're coming from a spot where you didn't know anything, or did they do? You were going in person probably for auditions at that time.
At that time, yeah, you would go in person.
Now.
It wasn't a whole lot of taping there. That still existed, but so it was a lot more in person stuff. But thankfully, like after working on the first film, you just kind of get connected with other people who are in the industry, and so doing the same things. Mm-hmm. And so it was a lot of a little bit of research, but then also connecting with other people in the industry and like, okay, how do you operate this way? Yeah. And that was kind of, it was very much like a touch and feel kind of thing.
So did you ever have any, I guess, actual training or whatever in acting, or were you just like showing up to these things like from my high school days in theater, or like?
When I first started out, I had zero training.
You're like, here we go. We're
none.
Just gonna send it.
The only thing I could ever say is like I did a little bit of this in like high school. Yeah. Which is not interesting to
right. They're like, okay,
anybody
cool.
in casting. They're just like, no. I mean, nowadays, it took me a little while, but yeah, I started getting some training and some like coaching from a few different people over the span of time. I still do classes now because to me it's very much like coming to the gym. It's about doing reps and showing up and doing it, because there are times like between jobs, there can be a little bit of space there.
Right. Yeah.
And, but so to avoid the whole thing of like, okay, maybe getting a role, you just feel, for me, I feel more prepared when I show up there. I'm like, this is what I do this every week.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's, again, just like reps at the gym.
Yeah. It's not like you're taking a big break and then all of a sudden
you're
like,
I've
got to like
get all this dust
figure
off
out how
sort
to,
of thing.
yeah. Right.
Yeah. I think that's it's important. I mean, for me, it's important, I think.
Yeah. So the last 10
Yeah.
years, has it been
Yeah.
like an easy, I'm guessing it's not been an easy go, but like how has that like transpired? Has it just been like the connections have helped you kind of place into thing? Do you have times where you're like, I should just leave?
Oh,
LA's crazy.
it's had ups and downs for sure. You know, it is a very interesting industry to navigate for a number of different reasons. It can be easy to get discouraged for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you could audition 100 times and get 100 no's.
Right.
And yeah, naturally that could be pretty discouraging to somebody for sure.
So in those instances, how do you?
Well, for me, and I've talked with a number of people about this. My identity cannot be that I'm only an actor and I only work in movies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If I attach myself to that identity,
Right.
then when that doesn't happen, it's very discouraging.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not that person because I haven't gotten the
Correct.
job. Yeah.
And so I really don't like to look at it that way.
Right.
For me, I try my very best to focus on the work, which is, okay, I have audition I have to go do, I have to go read for a role or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I prep for all of that stuff the very best that I can and then let it go.
Yeah.
Are there times when I've, been up for or been considered for like a role where I've been like, oh, I would love to have this one and it doesn't work out? For sure, I've been there.
Right, yeah.
But like that discouragement kind of becomes wasted energy. And for me, I don't like to stay there.
Right,
at all.
exactly.
Something else will come along. And so just keep showing up, keep doing your best. Good things will happen. That's just the mentality that I have, I guess. But
which in this city, it's like a hard, everybody's kind of
and
like doing that thing. And it's like
yeah.
being around a bunch of creatives, it's great, but it's also like, it's got its hard moments when you're like, everybody's kind of going through a similar like beat down at times.
Oh,
and you're
for
like,
sure.
okay, how do we all
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's totally true.
swap our mindset here?
Uh-huh. It doesn't mean that like that's been easy over the last 10 years to say.
Right,
But,
yeah.
I've been really blessed to have like a lot of great opportunities, obviously, and to work as much as I have.
Yeah.
There's plenty of growth there for me that I would, love to get to and progress towards.
Yeah.
But I really tried to simplify the best that I can. And for me, it's honestly, sometimes I chalk it up to like, did you do your best?
Yeah.
Did you show up? Did you do your best? Okay, that's good. That is a win, because that is a win. Sometimes people can't even do that.
You're like, I did the best I could.
I did the best that I could.
If I'm not it for that particular thing, then that's not for me.
And there is a bit of that too, like where it's like, okay, well, it just wasn't aligned for this thing.
Right.
I've always been a praying person,
Mm-hmm.
and I would never, pray for like success to like get a role, like
$1
please give
million.
me this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
$1 million,
I don't think it works that way.
please. Thank you.
But what I will do is like to have the courage to go again, you know, or to
and the right doors to open.
for sure.
Yeah.
Pray for like what's ever best out there for me. I want to pursue that thing.
Right. Yeah.
I really try to stay focused on that thing because
Yeah.
the world we live in, there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of things
100%.
that we think we might want, but we really don't.
Yeah.
Like it could be like you said, I want $1 million. I would love $1 million. And hey, maybe one of these days I could get that.
Yeah.
But the underlying principles of how you live your life and who you are
Right.
and how you show up in the world, I think it's a way more positive direction to follow.
Right.
And so for somebody like in the film industry, you're like, oh, well, I haven't gotten a role in so long or all these things. It's like, well, maybe that's not the important part. The work is the important part.
Yeah.
How can you improve? Okay, I can work on that. That's those give you direction and like focus.
Right.
Rather than being like, oh, I'm a nothing because I didn't get a role or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and it's like not having your identity wrapped up in it helps.
Yeah.
And then also like pursuing the things that are fulfilling. So it's like, sure, you could get a lead role in whatever, but it still might not make you happy. Like it might be like, oh, this is a cool thing
For
to
sure.
say, but it's like the thing that you want might actually end up being also like the thing that causes so much stress or whatever
100%.
else. And like if you're not in a good headspace
Yeah.
if you're not finding your joy in like other things and in the process and like the whole journey of it all.
Oh, absolutely.
To be cliche.
Yep.
It's like then
Cliche, but true.
you're not. Yeah, I mean it's cliche for a reason, but like
Yep.
you're not gonna find the fulfillment when it does come, because it's like you're
Absolutely,
just constantly. There's always something bigger and better to try and get to.
Oh yeah.
Like you can always have like if you get $1 million and you're like, now I want to be a billionaire or I want to be a multimillionaire
Sure.
or whatever, and it's like you'll always have that extra thing to go for. So to like have a good balanced
Yep.
mindset around it, perspective,
Yeah.
I think that's like probably like the best way, especially out here, to go about it, because it's the hub of all of that, but also because it's the hub of that, there's going to be lots of yeses, but there's also going to be lots of nos. You're going to have
Sure.
a mixed bag of it all, which is
Yeah.
a tough spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love that you said the identity. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I was going to say, I love that you said your identity isn't wrapped up in it. What would you say your identity is?
Ooh, good question. Wow. Oh my goodness. What is my identity? You know, above anything else in my life, there are plenty of goals that I have.
Yeah.
You know, in the financial world, in the working world, here at the gym, like
Right.
there's plenty of goals, and I'm a pretty goal oriented person. Like, and I'm gonna put work in to get it for sure. There is nothing more I want in my life other than to be a good man.
Yeah.
That is where the foundation for me. If somebody's like, if nothing else happens, if I do get the $1 million, if I don't get the $1 million,
Yeah.
if I hit some super level success or if I don't,
Right.
the only thing truthfully that really matters is when it's all said and done at the end of the day, do I feel like I'm a good man?
Yeah.
That's important to me.
Yeah.
And so what does that mean for me? How I show up to my family and my friends, how I am to a random stranger
Right.
that I meet,
Mm-hmm.
Those to me hold so much more value
Right.
than the things of the
Yeah.
world. And I have a good friend, we were talking recently, not to get too philosophical with you here, but
I love it. No, go for it.
I try to care about things that are eternal.
Yeah.
And there are things of this world that are not
Right.
eternal.
Exactly.
That includes, well, even just your flesh
Your
and
physical
bone,
body.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned before distractions.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things we can easily get distracted on, and might even take us down a path that we wouldn't necessarily want to go down.
Right.
Again, things you think you care about and you really don't.
Yeah. Right.
I think we all know what those distractions could be.
Yeah. Right. Well, and they're different for everybody, but
They're
like
different for
similar but
everybody.
different.
Uh-huh,
But yeah.
for sure. And whenever I take like inventory with myself, sometimes it's like, okay, what's the really important things?
Yeah.
And those to me, I generally consider those are eternal things.
Yeah. Yeah.
How you show up as a friend, how you show up as a father, as a mother,
Right.
as a family member, even how you show up to work. Like I don't care what job I have.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a principle that I have with myself. I think this is even a biblical thing too, but it's like whatever your hands find to do with all your might. For me, that's really important because it doesn't matter if I'm a janitor or if I'm, the head of some huge company. Those are principle things. Those are eternal.
Yeah.
That to me matters. Not just, I don't know, striking the lottery and all of a sudden I'm happy now.
Right.
Because I got, tons of money or something like
yeah.
that. Does that make sense?
It might be a Band-Aid, quick fix happiness,
sure,
but
yeah.
it wouldn't
Right.
be the end all. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like out here it's like LA is great in many ways, but there is also a multitude of distractions.
Dude,
so
it's
it's like hard to keep that
There probably aren't
mindset.
too many other places that have more of it.
Yeah,
than
you
Los
have to be
Angeles.
really focused. So that's the fact that you have that so dialed in and like what you want and your perspective and your like how you view yourself. That feels like a solid way to start, especially out here. Like anybody needs that anywhere, but like
For sure.
out here it's so hard to be
Yeah, and listen,
not distracted, which I mean it still happens, but like
oh, for sure it does. And well, that's a constant effort though too, right? Like
100%. It doesn't just happen.
Yeah, it
and you're
doesn't.
done.
Right. It's and again, you talk about journey though too. Like
Yeah.
that is involved in the journey,
Yeah.
And dude, just like anybody, like I'm sure there's plenty of examples of myself getting off track here and there or whatever. But I think that's important though too. Like you focus on the principles and things you really care about.
Right.
If you are veering one way or the other, where's your foundation that you can always like be that guiding
Right,
path to
yeah.
come back to, basically. And for me, that's what those are. I try to, think about what's what are the really important things?
Yeah,
you know?
like having your key pillars to kind of like
Yeah, for
base
sure.
everything off of, and then
Yeah.
it's like if you stray, you can
Yeah.
kind of figure out how to get back
For sure.
because you know where you're headed.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's like you're out in la la land, and
Yeah,
you get
for sure.
lost.
Uh-huh.
You can get lost
Could happen
quite
to
easy.
anybody.
It's a daily showing up and
It
choosing to
is.
like
It
focus
is.
on the right thing. Because I mean, even like just in the dumbest things, like I find myself on like even social media. There was a period of time where it's like I got on there and it was like if something didn't perform the way that I wanted it to, it was like it's like it's so easy to get your identity or anything wrapped up in so many other things, and it's like, okay, no, I gotta check myself real quick.
Yeah.
Figure out the perspective and go back to what I actually care about, which is not numbers or any of that. It's like making an impact and being,
but that
being
is
a good
constant
person.
effort though too,
Yeah.
right? Like it's that is a practice just like anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just like anything, right? I mean, like even you come to the gym, you show up and you put in the reps, sort of a thing. But if you're not here and you're not doing that, well, you're not going to get certain results,
Right.
And that's. But you find that in anything, anywhere, all the time.
Yeah, there's a verse, and I will butcher it, but it's something to the effect of like, where there's no vision, like the people fail or something like that.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
It's kind of like the idea of, like if you aim for if you aim for nothing,
If you aim small, you miss small. Shout out Logan Gilbrick for that one.
I'm trying to think of what
I should have wore your hat, dude. I'm sorry.
it's like talking about like if you're not aiming for something, then you'll miss it every time. Yeah, I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
well, I mean,
like
the one that sticks out of my mind,
yeah.
if you aim small, you miss small.
Yeah.
Which, actually, since we're on that subject, I don't know why. When I've heard that, we've all heard that saying for a long time. When I was a kid, I don't know why. I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Aim small, miss small.
Yeah.
And honestly, not until like honestly into adulthood, it's almost kind of embarrassing to say this, but I'm like, oh my gosh, that does make a whole lot of sense. Basically saying like if you the more focused you are,
Right,
the more
yeah,
accurate
yeah.
you will be.
Yeah.
So you aim at a small target. If you miss, you're gonna miss.
You're just slightly.
a little bit.
Yeah, you're just kind of sort of off.
Which I think there's a lot of truth to that for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
But I don't know why. I think when I was like young, I was like, I don't want to aim small. Like,
Yeah, it feels like
wanna
it's
aim
like a
big,
bad.
right?
It feels like it's a bad thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
Yeah, I probably always viewed it as a bad thing until you just said that. That
Oh,
probably
really?
just clicked in my head. So,
Look
at
at
the
that.
ripe age of 29 years
oh
old,
my gosh,
here we are.
growth,
figuring
you
it
guys.
out,
Growth.
We love it.
That is so funny though, because
That's so
well
real.
since like recently, I don't know, a little merch drop from Deuce. And so it was just like a topic of discussion, and I was, aim small, miss small is a very useful methodology.
Yeah.
Basically, encouraging just real focus on something. Are you a golfer?
I shouldn't say I'm a golfer. I go golf occasionally.
Okay.
I can't
means you're a
claim
golfer.
golfing
That's all of
because
us.
like
That's all of
I'm
us.
really not great.
Yeah, we go and we just.
It's been a minute. Yeah. When I
You go
played,
smack balls around.
I played with Teal and I think
Really?
Jess actually
No way.
we did the Deuce like classic. It's been years now.
Oh wow. Okay.
And they are like had never played before
Yeah.
and went and played better than I did. And I was like, no, it's Danny, which I don't think you know Danny, but anyway,
no,
Teal
no.
was out there and she like also I don't think had ever really played. And I'm
Yeah.
over here like trying and I did so poorly and they were doing so great. And I was like, I love golf.
Oh, love golf. Hey,
The frustration. It is like a metaphor for life though.
it totally is.
Like so much so.
So I'm gonna try my best to not just go to town on some golf right here.
Okay. Go for it.
But since we're here,
Since we're already on the topic.
since we're here, randomly we just ended up on golf.
So crazy.
How did that happen? It is a metaphor for life in so many ways.
100%.
A lot of sports are.
Yeah, I mean even the gym.
Even the gym. Yeah, you can find it everywhere, right? But
Yeah.
but it's one of the reasons I love golf
Mm-hmm.
is because being good here is so important.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that whole concept of aiming small and missing small.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm sit up on top of a golf ball ready to hit it, and I'm thinking about, okay, I need my backswing to be this, I need my hands to be here, I need all these things,
Mm-hmm.
and those aren't necessarily negative to think about. But when you get really specific, and you're like, I just want to pick one small spot on the golf ball to hit.
Right.
That gives you a better focus sometimes. Or I notice with myself,
Yeah.
because it's so easy to be like, okay, move my hips, move this, move that.
Mm-hmm.
Those things are important.
Yeah.
That's why we practice, to get technique down and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But really, when you get down to the very basics,
Mm-hmm.
You can have the most perfect swing in the world, but if you can't make contact with the ball the right way,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your swing could be all over the place, but if you end up on that path and you hit that golf ball the right way, good results are going to happen.
Yeah.
So you pick a small spot on the ball to hit rather than make this big, grand, crazy conversation in your head about doing this thing. And next thing you know, you chunk a huge piece of grass out and you don't hit the ball at all.
This is quite literally my experience
There
with
you
Teal. She just would walk up, hit it, go fine.
Yeah.
Great. I'm in my head over here trying to think about every single little minute detail, and it's just not happening for me.
That's why I think beginner's luck is a thing.
Yeah, because you don't know what you don't know.
Because you're not thinking about anything.
Yeah, you're just having fun.
And there's a great quote from one of my favorite movies.
Okay, hit me with it.
It's called The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Okay.
Love it. It is a golf movie.
Okay.
That might be an unpopular opinion, I think, but I love that movie.
Okay, we love it. We love an unpopular opinion.
Right. Well, it's a golf movie. Matt Damon and Will Smith. And Will Smith is like this mystical caddy who shows up in Matt Damon's life, who's a really, really really good, but washed up golfer.
Right, okay.
And he has so many great isms in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorites is he tells Matt Damon's character, he said, your hands are smarter than your head are ever going to be. And I was like, I really like that. Basically saying, it's like, okay, trust yourself, trust your movement.
Right.
Don't get too in your head about it.
Muscle memory, just
which
go
I
for
think, and especially in a game like golf or other things, you can sit there and spin your wheels as much as you want to.
100%, yeah.
But it's like, just go do it.
You got to go do
move.
the thing. Yeah.
Go do the thing. It's like your hands are smarter than your head is ever going to be.
Yeah, because you can
that's really true
nitpick
sometimes.
Everything for the longest
Oh my
time
gosh, yeah.
and then never make any progress on it. I mean,
100%.
Literally, case in point, this podcast, I thought about it for years and then never did anything. And then it was finally okay, we're going to just set up a freaking camera, grab a mic and go.
Roll the camera.
It's sometimes you just got to not think and do. Don't think, just do.
Just do. I think that's some great advice right there.
Which is hard sometimes.
Oh, it can be very challenging, but what's the worst could happen?
Right.
I
mean, you just did and went to LA and ended up here with a career in film.
Yeah, pretty wild, right? Yeah, without action, how can you ever get a result at all?
Yeah, because you could have sat there and been like, well, I need to figure out how to do the film industry. I need to see how it works. I need to know this person and that person. I need to go to school for this and then do this thing. But instead, you just went. And you're just we're just going to send it. I know this one person. I'm going to reach out.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think also, you probably get a lot better results in your life if you go do and fail.
Right.
Rather than not do.
Yeah.
Failure can be a great tool.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it should often be viewed as a tool.
Yeah.
It's education. And, failure doesn't necessarily mean you're doing something bad or wrong. Not necessarily.
Yeah.
And again, we can make those examples here at the gym. I fail lifts sometimes.
I fail lifts a lot of times.
Yeah.
I used to.
I know, right? That doesn't always mean bad to me.
No, yeah.
As long as you're doing it the right way. What's that saying? You fail forward. But if you don't even allow yourself to fail, and I think it's something I really actually had to teach myself a bit more over time. But failing is not negative all the time. I think it can be a great thing for you as long as you allow it to teach you what it's trying to teach you.
Yeah.
And that's part of just being a student in life, right? Is I got plenty of failures. I probably failed this morning twice.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah. But to view it as something that's so negative that you would to not take any action at all.
Yeah.
Is
to be
not the way
too
to
afraid
go.
to fail is not a way to live.
No way.
And that's where I think having the perspective that you have on one, my identity is not wrapped up in this thing. So if I do fail, I'm not just wrecked.
For sure. Yeah.
Because you have so many different avenues that you're you've got the gym, you've got acting, you've there's just so many things that you're kind of got your bucket hands in. I don't know, whatever that phrasing is. But to be able to do that so it's not all wrapped up in the one thing, because it's easy if that's not the case. Then if you fail, it's oh, this is this awful thing. I'm a failure.
Yeah.
But it's not failing doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means that there's growth to be had, which is a good thing as long as you have the right perspective, because you can always learn something new. Failing is part of the process.
Yeah. Perspective. Important.
Perspective is the key thing in life,
really is.
Truly.
Well, yeah, because you, when I finished playing baseball, I saw a lot of that where there were guys who they were like, I'm just a baseball player.
Yeah.
So now that it's done,
Now what? Who am I?
they're like, exactly, who am I? They did not know what to do.
Yeah, they have like an identity crisis at
For
the
sure.
age of like 22.
For sure, 100%. I saw it many times
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of different guys. Now, it's okay to experience that in your
Right.
life.
I think
right?
everybody probably experiences
For
it
sure.
at least once.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and that's okay. But just another like example of, if you review yourself as like, but I'm a baseball player and now I
Right.
can't play baseball anymore.
Yeah.
Then you're like, well, I failed, right? Like that means I'm a failure. No, you're not.
No.
No, you're fine.
You're moving on to a
this
new,
is
you have
a
a new
journey,
opportunity.
Right. This is a journey of life here. So yeah, and you got to go out there, discover something about yourself, something else. That doesn't have to be a negative experience. Like it might be crummy in the
Right. It's going to be
period of
sad still,
time,
but like,
but that's probably the catalyst that's going to move you, as long as you view it that way,
yeah.
to someplace bigger, better, brighter
Right.
in your future. I think that's
Yeah.
go fall on your face sometimes. It's okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, nobody cares.
No, I think that's the thing. A lot of people think that everybody's going to see it as like and it's like nobody literally cares.
Nobody
like,
cares.
People are so worried about their own thing.
They're worried about
that they're
themselves.
like not going to even notice that you did anything wrong.
Right.
Like,
And I think that's like so important, because, okay, like whether we're here like at the gym or if you want to go try something, I'm going to go try. I haven't done jujitsu yet.
okay.
And I really want to do it.
Okay.
It sounds so cool. I love any form of martial arts. Like I'm a fan of like UFC and stuff like that, but I've never, dabbled in it. So when I go up in to go jujitsu, I better be fully okay with looking like a fool.
Right.
I will. I'm sure I will.
Yeah, you have to be okay with being a beginner.
100%. And that everybody's a beginner at some point,
Right.
in anything, anywhere. And if you're not gonna, like, you kind of just got to be okay with looking like an idiot, making a fool of yourself.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, nobody really cares.
No.
They're doing their own thing.
We're worried that other people are going to like judge it. And like if they do, okay, that's on them.
That's on them. That is not your responsibility.
Right. Yeah.
It's really not. I can't remember where I heard that before, but that's a really good point. Like what somebody else thinks is actually not, one, it's not in your control at all.
Yeah.
And not even really worth thinking about.
Right. It's wasted
Not really.
energy and emotion.
Wasted energy.
And yeah. The first time I came into a gym like this, I had never done like a freaking power clean or a snatch.
Mhm.
And like you look dumb doing it for the first time. Like there's no world. Like I see people that are so athletic and they'll try a snatch for the first time and they look like a beginner.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I know that feeling. Like I'm not even.
And you
remotely-
laughed at them hysterically,
yeah, I laugh
right in their
and
face.
I'm like, wow, they suck.
I know.
But
Did you
it's
post it all over
exactly,
social media
yeah,
too?
because I'm like, you aren't a pro. But it's like, no, you know that they're gonna figure it out. You're like, I know that pain. You'll get it. And like usually people are coming right along and being like, if anything, I feel like people are usually like, hey, actually, like this could help you.
Super
like,
encouraging.
Here's this tip.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'll help you. It's like you just
100%.
have to be willing to look like. I mean, I was doing box jumps the other day, and I was like, I have never felt more unathletic in my life. But I'm like, nobody cares.
No,
Like
nobody cares.
literally nobody cares. And also, I'll never get better if I don't do it now. Like
For
if
sure.
you don't start and try,
Mhm.
there's no room for growth. You'll never get
Exactly.
better. So then you're
Absolutely.
just like losing out on an opportunity to do the
Yeah.
thing, which is a shame.
That's the moral of the story: is go out there and make a fool of yourself.
Just do the thing.
As long as you're nice to people, you know what I mean.
Yeah, be nice to
That's-
people, be responsible. Like don't like, jump off a cliff without ever trying to like.
Right. That's like that's why I don't like the YOLO.
Yeah,
I get it.
I get the sentiment.
I get the sentiment, but you see that a lot with like different expressions out there where yes, they can be positive, but they can also be taken in a
Yeah,
way not good way.
Yeah.
And almost be like kind of dangerous.
very dangerous.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
let's
yes,
be responsible.
You only live once, but
Don't end it quickly.
let's be responsible about
Try to continue living that life that you only get once.
yeah,
Don't end it
exactly.
quickly
Right.
just for the sake.
YOLO responsibly.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. YOLO responsibly.
YOLO
You heard it here
responsibly.
first.
How about a T-shirt right there?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I think we're on to something.
Copyright. Don't
YOLO
try and take it.
Responsibly. I like that.
Okay, so we'll kind of like wrap up because I've had you for like an hour now. But
Sweet.
so what are you working on currently? What have you been
Oh,
what's
yeah.
what's new with you now?
Ooh.
What's the current
Let's
sitch
see.
in the acting world?
Yeah. Gosh, actually 2 weeks ago had a Lifetime movie that just premiered.
Love. Okay.
I
What's
know,
it
right?
called?
If you like kind of one of those suspenseful
Oh.
murder mystery
Okay.
kind of deals.
I love a Lifetime movie. So.
Oh, yeah? Well, here you go. This one's for you.
Okay.
It's called What Hides in Silence.
What Hides in Silence.
Yeah.
Okay.
We shot that in Atlanta. Two amazing women, Gina Vittori and Aubrey Reynolds.
Okay.
They both talk about some people who go after and get it. They wrote this movie together.
Oh, wow.
And I think they probably had some producing credits involved. Anyway, they're two amazing people, some real go-getters. And yeah, they wrote this movie and got Lifetime to pick it up. So we shot that in Atlanta. Premiered like 2 Fridays ago.
That's amazing.
Pretty cool.
Congrats.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a fun one. Shoot, there's another feature film this year too. It's a pretty touching true story.
Oh, we love a true story.
Yeah, pretty wild story. And I think the title they ended up settling with was Miracle on Shelby Street.
Okay.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
I love.
Yeah, feature film. But they actually already did a premiere for it. It's a premiere screening in Nashville. They did.
Oh.
We shot it in Nashville.
Shout out
There you go.
Nashville.
Shout
We
out
love. Wait,
Nashville.
I feel like I saw you I saw that you were in Nashville previously, so that must have been what you were working on.
Yeah, that was. Gosh, when was I there last? It was last year at some point.
Yeah, it was when it was cold as heck, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it was my birthday. I was there.
Yes, and it was like snowing.
It was actually like difficult to get into Nashville.
Yeah.
It made it caused all sorts of issues, but it was like
Yeah.
the biggest snowstorm in like Nashville history or something like that.
Freezing.
Yeah, it was freezing.
Absolutely absurd. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean all the streets were frozen over. It
Yeah.
was like difficult for me to even get there.
Yeah.
But hey, I love Nashville.
You made it.
We made it there. We made the movie. It was a fun time. It was
so
a
sick.
cool group of guys who got a good production company over there and got to work with one of the coolest people who's become a good friend. Her name is Ciara Hanna, who's a former Power Ranger.
Whoa. We love. Okay.
Love Power Rangers.
That's incredible.
I know. But Ciara
That's
was...
like royalty.
I know, right? Yeah. But Ciara, she's such, like, just one of the coolest people I've ever, like, gotten the chance to work with. But yeah, she was former Yellow Power Ranger a couple years ago. You could look it up. But heck of a cool person. It was such a pleasure working with her on this really cool film. And it's a pretty, like, inspiring story about, like, a woman's life who, pretty wild, tragic, inspiring story.
That's awesome.
And then what was the other thing I happened? I did a pretty funny golf commercial recently. Did you see that?
Wait, yes, I did actually. And I
pretty
was
fun.
like, this is incredible.
Yeah,
I freaking loved it. I saw it on socials.
Hilarious. The guy who wrote it and directed it is such a cool guy and really, really good at what he does. His page is, I think it's Landon Directs. Probably getting that wrong. I should look that up.
Okay.
But that guy, Landon, such a cool guy. He's so funny. Like a really talented like writer, director. And he does tons of honestly funny like content on just social media. He makes these hilarious videos with him as a parent. But he does a lot of work for like golf companies now though too.
Okay.
Like, creating content for them and all sorts of stuff. Whatever. That was super fun.
Yeah, it was cool to see you in a commercial because I feel like I've seen you posting like the movies and all that. And
I
so
don't
to
do a
see
lot of
you
commercial
in
stuff.
Commercial,
This thing
I thought
just
that was cool.
kind of came up randomly.
That's
Look,
awesome.
we're talking about golf again.
Shocking.
Shocking, right?
Who's
And
surprised?
that was something my agent or manager came through and was like, "Hey, do you want to read for this thing?" And I was like, "Yeah."
You're like, "Yes, I do."
I
Thank
totally
you.
do. It was funny too. They made me send him a tape of my golf swing, which was pretty funny. But when I
You
got
know what you're
there,
doing.
I know, right? Yeah, or at least looks like I do.
Yeah, fake it till you make it.
When I got there to, we shot it out in Florida. I met Landon there, and he shook my hand right away. "Hey, nice to meet you. Good to see you."
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Honestly, you were the only choice I had for this thing." To be totally frank, he was,
You're like,
I was
"Great.
like, "You had nobody else."
Thanks.
He was like, "You were the only person who could swing a golf club
Oh yeah,
and say lines, I guess." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
perfect.
It was so much fun. I
I love that.
You can't beat a day just being out of the golf course.
Truly,
and
you
just
can't, and you're getting paid to
we're
just like
shooting silly stuff.
Yeah,
It was hilarious.
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was a fun job.
I love it.
Yeah, but that's what's been going on lately. Yeah, for you Lifetime fans out there,
We love.
check out What Hides in Silence.
Yeah.
And outside of that, I'm pretty open at the moment. So
I was like,
until
what are you
something else
excited
comes
about?
through.
Yeah. What's the goals for the last half of the year?
Oh, well, in the film world, I'm sure some other things will come through, but I'd love to do 2 or 3 other things.
Mhm.
We'll see.
Yeah.
What tends to come my way often these days are like the lifetimey, hallmarky,
Yeah.
Great American Family, who I've worked for before.
I was like, I've watched one of your movies.
Which one did you watch?
I think Great American Family.
Yeah, which one?
Last year, maybe. I think it was like I don't remember which one it was. But you posted it on your Instagram, and I was like, I will go find that.
Oh, yeah.
I rented it and
Well, it could have been Hometown Remedy, maybe.
It was.
Is that what it was?
It was indeed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cute little...
Yeah, I was like, I know him.
Little rom-com, yeah. And honestly, I love doing that genre.
Yeah.
It's very fun to do.
Yeah.
I love the fact that people can sit around the couch and just enjoy...
It's wholesome.
Like a good, hour and a half of a funny little story,
Yeah,
and I
like
think that's...
lighthearted,
I really enjoy that.
sweet.
Yes,
yeah.
very much so.
Yeah.
I totally enjoy that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm man enough to admit it.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah, we
love a Hallmark movie. We love a Lifetime rom-com situation.
Yeah. Yeah, Hometown Remedy, that was a fun one. And then Great American Family, there was a movie I did it's called An Unlikely Angel.
Okay.
With Jillian Murray, who's fantastic. But she I think, only exclusively works with Great American Family now.
Okay.
But if you're in that genre, you've probably seen her around. She's done plenty of stuff
yeah.
before. And she's awesome. And yeah, but at the moment, I got nothing on the plate right now. But that could change
any day.
In a drop of a hat.
Literally.
So,
that's this industry.
I know, and that's right. So that's why you don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
Exactly.
So, and honestly, that's important for me to be here at the gym regularly.
Right.
To do my class on, my weekly class. Mm-hmm. To basically stay not just like in physical shape, but like mental shape, working shape. Mm-hmm. So that when a phone call comes through,
you're ready.
I'm ready to go.
You don't have to get ready.
Don't got to get ready. So what we say, don't got to get ready if you stay ready. Aim small, miss small. YOLO responsibly.
YOLO responsibly. I was going to say, you got any tips? Anything you want to leave with people?
Oh, any tips to leave with people?
Or any thoughts, any advice? Other than the three we just mentioned.
Yeah. Okay, here's the first thing that comes to my mind, so I'm just going to put it out there.
Send it. I
did describe to you before that I'm definitely a praying type of person.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
same.
Something I do daily. And there was a podcast. This was during COVID. I remember cooking dinner. I was listening to a podcast.
Yeah.
And I was listening to people basically having a conversation just like we are now.
Yeah.
And I got a shout out to credit for it. A great actor. His name is Mahershala Ali, who I'm sure you've seen in a lot of different movies. And so I'm listening to him discussing something, and he was like, what's a prayer I pray for every day? It's like, I pray that God will guide me to my excellence every day. Mm-hmm. And I remember I stopped everything I was doing, put my knife down, my utensils, I got food all over the kitchen, and I listened to that like 7 more times. And it's something so simple. I love simplicity. And it just hit me so powerfully, where I'm like, what a great thing to pray for on a daily basis, which I do think is a good practice.
Right.
But when all the things that we try to focus on, like how can we show up on a daily basis doing whatever it is we have to do? I mean, if we focus on ourselves being as excellent as we can, that's a great place to start.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what you're doing. Like if it's being a mom at home or being, some CEO somewhere or being a janitor somewhere.
Yeah.
How can I show up at my best today?
Because that's where doors open.
For
is
sure.
Like the
Absolutely.
work ethic is the thing that matters most. So how can you
Absolutely.
be your best self?
Yeah.
And then the right things will kind of fall into place.
Isn't that a great one though?
I love that.
That one stuck to me and I was
that's
like,
solid.
My goodness.
You're like, yes, noting that for the rest of my life.
Noted. Put that one on a t-shirt though too. But yeah, to pray for God to guide you to your excellence every day, I think is
that's great.
A good mind frame to start a day or start an activity or do whatever.
Anything.
Because a lot of us showing up in the world is showing up as we are, right? Whether we're at 100% or 50% or wherever you're at. Mm-hmm. And I love simplicity, and it's like, okay, I'm going to take a step forward. How do I take the best possible step forward? You put one foot in front of the other. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to take steps, how do I take the best steps I can? And I think that's much more rewarding for yourself rather than just being like, okay, I'm just going to make it there.
Go through the motions.
I'm just going to go through the motions. It's like, well, let's focus on the motion. Make it the best motion you can.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably going to yield you a lot better results.
Right. Less energy expended for
sure.
a better result.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, anything else? Where can we find you on Instagram? Where can we find you on all the things?
On all the things. I really only have an Instagram page.
We love.
That's it. Aaron J. Mees.
Mace.
I have to say Mees sometimes because people are like, they don't.
Right.
Mees. Yeah. I often will say my name's Aaron Mees
Yeah.
because it's just easier for people to. It's kind of like when you go to Starbucks. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I mean, I literally changed my Instagram to Baylor Lane so that I don't have to say my last name because Baugh is like they're like ball and I'm like no,
Really?
I don't want to. I don't want to have to spell it every time.
Yeah. Aaron J Mees. That's really the only page and all to follow
Easy
me on.
enough.
I ain't got no TikTok. I don't have.
You'll see his
Other things.
acting and his fitness.
Oh yeah.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, there just seems to be more and more fitness that goes on there, which is fun. But
which is great. We love that. We love to see that progress.
yeah, I guess. Why not? Why not? It's fun.
so fun.
It's fun.
I love it. Well, check out his movies. When do we know when the feature film is coming out?
No, not yet. I don't have a release date for that yet. They did a premiere a few weeks ago, but or a few months ago. But yeah, no release date.
And then What Hides in Silence.
What Hides in Silence.
Lifetime.
Yes,
Check
it's
it
on
out.
Lifetime, and nowadays you just put it in Google and it'll show you whichever.
Yeah, you can find it on
dozen ways you can go stream it somewhere.
All the things.
So, yeah.
I love
Thanks
it.
for having me. This was
thanks
this
for
was
coming
fun.
on. I'm like this. We had to like makeshift a situation, so we're at the gym. You'll hear plenty
we
of
were
noises.
at the gym. This is actually Baylor's LA studio.
This was and like fun to be back in the stomping grounds. I'm sad I didn't get to actually work out this time. I'll have to come back.
Are you sad? Sad?
Slightly. My back is a little messed up right now, so
Okay.
like maybe not the best idea, but I will do it because it's Deuce and it's the happiest place on earth.
It
right?
is Deuce. It's great, and trust me, there's somebody here who will find something for you to do even when your back is.
Yeah, I know.
not
I literally
sure.
was talking to June, and he was like, "So back. If you're here tomorrow, the back is the problem." And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like,
exactly. So they'll
I'll
work
do
it
that.
out. They'll find a way. They'll find a way to.
Aaron was my noon friend. Like we were always in like the 11 or the noon and brought the vibes for the class.
I'm
noon
still
was
around.
always
You're
a party.
welcome every time.
Yeah.
It's a partay. It was a party today, and you missed it.
I know. I came and said, "Hey,"
Okay, you did.
Came and distracted.
You did. I won't
That's what I
go
do.
too hard on you, but
That's what I do.
it's very good to see you again. I'm glad you're doing so well.
Yeah, it's so good to see you. I'm happy I got to learn so much more about you.
Oh, look at that. I know, right?
Like I always get the bits and pieces, so
Bits
it's
and
fun
pieces,
to actually
yeah.
have like a full conversation, and I love this.
Yeah. Me too.
Thanks
Very
for
enjoyable.
being the first of my LA rounds.
Like I said, I'm so honored.
We love it.
You're gonna make me
All right.
blush.
Well,
Cool.
this is great. Thanks.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for being on.
It was a blast.